Sony showed up at IFA this year with two new smartphones, one for those who enjoy performance and the other for those who haven't bought into the idea of a large device. I'm Nick Gray from Phandroid, and this is our first look at the Sony Xperia Xz and its miniature cousin, the Xperia X Compact. The flagship device is the Xperia Xz, sporting a 5.2-inch Full HD display, Qualcomm's Snapdragon 820 processor, 3 gigs of RAM, 32 gigs of internal storage, and a 2,900 mAh battery. The front-facing camera should please selfie lovers with a 13-megapixel sensor, while the main camera has a 23-megapixel sensor with Sony's new triple image sensing technology. This means it has a standard imaging sensor, laser autofocus, and an RGBC IR sensor to assist with the focus and capture of each shot. Sony claims that this new camera setup reduces blur, focusing times, and allows the camera to capture more vivid colors. The phone's design doesn't really stand out when you first look at it, but it is quite stunning once you take a look at the details. It features curved edges, but the bottom and the top of the phone are completely flat, allowing the device to stand on its own. You also get front-facing speakers above and below the display. The back of the phone is protected with aluminum with an alkylido finish, allowing the metal to take on different color tones when viewed from different angles. And as you'd expect from a Sony flagship device, the Xperia Xz is water and dust resistant with an IP68 rating. The Xperia X Compact's basic design elements match those of the larger Xperia Xz, but Sony has decided to wrap the phone in a polycarbonate finish, which they claim is inspired by ceramic. It does look quite nice, but it really isn't much more than a plastic glossy shell. Since the footprint of the phone is so small, it does look a little bit chunky, but it actually feels quite nice once you pick it up. The phone's 4.6-inch 720p display is the main feature to stand out, since it's what allows the phone to be so small. Like the Xz, it also features front-facing speakers above and below the display. Inside the phone, you'll find a Snapdragon 650 processor, 3 gigs of RAM, and 32 gigs of storage. You also get the exact same triple image sensing camera setup as the Xperia Xz, but the front-facing camera has been bumped down to just 5 megapixels. Naturally, the internal battery is smaller as well, but with 2,700 mAh battery, the Xperia Compact should be able to get most users through a day and a half on a single charge. Availability of the two phones is set for the fall, but Sony isn't quite ready to talk about pricing at this point. Thanks for watching. Be sure to hit the subscribe button below if you want to see more coverage from us from IFA 2016.